Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all going to work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're going to find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you can think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're going to find at one Ninja gym is going to feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our products. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here, and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that Ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all going to work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're going to find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you can think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're going to find at one Ninja gym is going to feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our product. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here, and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that Ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the WNL Premier Series Season 4 Qualifier out here at Carolina Ninja Academy in Huntersville, North Carolina. Special thanks to our course designer Kevin Thompson for being an absolute legend out here in these parts. He's put on an incredible show out here for two courses that we're going to be seeing today. We're carrying on the competition out here with the preteen division, the same amount of people that we had in the mature kids division, 19 athletes in total. They're going to be running two courses out here in North Carolina. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time. Hello, everybody. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside one of the Halo Ninja representatives, Sam Burns, out here. Sam, it's been a minute. I haven't spoke to you since finals. How are you doing?
I know. It's been so long. I'm so glad to be back. Missed the first part of this Season 4, the Premier Series, but very delighted to be here. I've spent a little bit of time in North Carolina. I've never been to this gym, but I would love to go. I am excited to see what our athletes have in store. I know there's already been a lot of action today.
Indeed, there has been. The kids and the mature kids division have been absolutely insane on the course, and I'm sure that our preteens are going to be no different. So, let's have a look at how these athletes got here and what they are going to be up against. So, what we have done is we have taken the top 25% of all athletes from the World Championships and their season standings, and everyone who fits those credentials has gotten an invite to the Premier Series final, into the Premier Series in general, meaning that they can compete in any of the 4 14 qualifiers that we have for the entire year. We have 2 courses that we're going to be running today. We have the placement course and the challenge course. On the placement course, if you fall or run out of time, your run is over. Simple as that. And it seeds the run order for the challenge course. So if you go first place on placement, you're going last on the challenge in terms of run order. And on the challenge course, every single athlete gets 2 retries available, but you can only utilize a retry once on an obstacle. And our top 4 athletes in every division get a ticket to the Premier Series finals that are happening on November 20th through to the 22nd at Ascend Obstacle Training. It's going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait for it. We've already seen so much talent go through to it. I, for one, am hoping to go there at the end of this year in Massachusetts, Marlborough. Cannot wait for it. Preteens coming in hot for the Carolina Ninja Academy qualifier. We have 19 of them. We have 10 females and 9 males out here stacked with talent. I cannot wait, Sam.
Neither can I. Yeah, if we look at the lineup right here, we are going to be kicking things off eventually with Lucy Gregory. So I'm curious to see how the course changes. I know they sometimes make little tweaks between the different divisions. I saw the obstacles earlier today, and it's got a very good balance of some very tough grip, balance, and tech obstacles. So I'm looking forward to seeing what each of these ninjas has to bring to the table. Any names on here that stand out to you?
Yeah, there's one here, actually. There is one fella out here that I met last year, and that's going to be Bentley Boyd out here. Bentley is absolutely insane. He's a weapon, a very fast competitor coming out of China Grove, North Carolina. I met him at Level Up, which is the gym that holds the international qualifier for the World Championships. And Bentley was doing the demo runs for the kids all the way up to the elite division. So this guy has no issue with showcasing his skills against the best in the world. And I am having a lot of faith in Bentley to perform well out here this competition. He's an OCR guy as well, has won a silver medal in the 400-meter race in Ireland that happened 2 weekends ago. So I'm very happy about that for Bentley out here. There's a couple other names that I saw out here. I believe that Mia Law is one of them out here. Yes, she is. She's competed in many different leagues, including obviously the WNL, NSC, the Ninja Carolina League that we've seen a lot of these guys across the weekend compete in across the years. And it looks like we're going to be heading to our demo run. So every single course gets a demo run of what's going to be showcased out here. Our placement course is going to be first. We have got 7 obstacles on it. Was taking our first step on the hardest step, as it's called, for our first obstacle out here, which is going to be very, very exciting to see all of our athletes start their course run on. Here they go, hardest step, and then they move straight into the Sonic Curve, which is cool to see. Move along into Zip Zip on that little line there. The crisscross, that's different. It used to be in a straight line, but now it is all crisscrossy, as you could imagine. Just the monkey bars following that. And then it's a very long sprint. This course has a lot of just straight running involved, which attacks our athletes' lower body, especially because our last obstacle is a warped wall. But then we have some laches out here that our athletes are going to be focusing on, consisting of a bunch of bars and trapeze. And then it's a massive sprint all the way down to the other end of the gym for the warped wall. Your time is going to be ticking down at this point. When the klaxon keeps blaring off, it's going to go absolutely mental. But we get over to the top of the wall where our buzzer lies, and that is your placement course with a minute time limit.
I would have a hard enough time just with all the running, let alone the obstacles. So I am excited to see how this goes. It's a great test of your endurance because every single one of these ninjas is about to take on this the placement course, but they have a challenge course to do shortly afterwards. So they're going to want to, not use up all their energy necessarily, but make sure that they have a little bit of gas left in the tank when the challenge course comes around. But the demo run greatly represents how fun this course is going to be for all 10 of our females and 9 of our males. So Lucy Gregory, she is going to be the first one up as we get things set up here.
Indeed. So you talk about endurance. That's happened a lot over the course of today's competition, where it's been a lot of, within our placement course especially, people moving very thoroughly and quickly throughout the first few obstacles, but the running at the end just seems to tax all of our athletes' lower body. But for our preteen female division, we're starting out with Lucy Gregory coming out of Watkinsville in Georgia, the multi-state representation out here. We've got a lot of athletes from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida who have made the trip out here, and Lucy starting things out, setting a good precedent for what's to come for the rest of our preteen athletes already.
Big sprint right here. Look at her go. She is moving. No slowing down right here. Still 35 seconds left. On to all the laches. Going to be reaching out. Okay, she's going to reach across there now. These two red kind of trapeze bar looking things. Got to build up that momentum. Good reach. She's still got 20 seconds left. Big sprint. Come on.
This is good here. I'm liking this speed that we're seeing out of Lucy, already getting to the warped wall complex and about 11 seconds left on the clock. Now, this is the difficult part that eats up time, sprinting all the way up the warped walls, and there we go. 53.11 seconds already sorted. Boom. Love it.
That is a great way to start. Lucy was not slowing down. She had to take a couple backswings here on all these laches, but it paid off because right now clearing is more important than going fast. Going fast will matter later, but it doesn't matter if you end up slipping off of one of those laches. So good on her for staying focused and being patient when she needed to be.
All right, now then, coming into Nevaeh Nash, coming out of Traveler's Rest in South Carolina. Her favorite obstacle is Tornado Alley. She is obsessed with the movie and book series, How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, my girlfriend is absolutely going to love you. She'd die for that series. Toothless all over her room. Other hobbies of hers include parkour, crocheting even. That took me 3 attempts. What? Acting, drawing, competitive dancing, and hanging out with friends. She got her back, side, and front flip this year, so we got a lot of skill with Nevaeh, but she is wearing a knee brace.
I'm going to guess that wasn't from crocheting.
I'd assume not. Yeah, look, but a little sleeve on her knee there, so hopefully she'll be okay. Coming along here, coming out of the Motive School of Movement crew out here in South Carolina, an amazing gym. She's getting ready to go. Let's have it.
She's got, I think, 1 wristband for each obstacle that she's about to defeat right now. Look at her go on the Sonic Curve. She's got some good length. You know, a lot of reach right now, and she is just stepping her way through these obstacles. Now on to the monkey bars. She's just skipping all sorts of bars.
Indeed, she is. Look at this, 40 seconds left. Still moving through at a very solid pace at the moment. Bounding across through. I'm liking the fact that our athletes are taking wider strides within their running, trying to make up as much distance as possible. But we aren't seeing too many links out here on these laches, though. No. It might come back to eat up a bit of time for her, but she's moving through as fast as she can. Age 11. Yes, she moves, but time is ticking.
Losing a little bit of momentum with each lache there. She's down to 10 seconds. She's going to beat this obstacle, but she needs to fly. Oh, she's losing her swing. She probably gets it. Got to run.
Oh, but it looks like time is just going to be out of reach for her. That's going to be it for her placement run. It just seemed like the momentum on the bars kind of killed the momentum that was going already throughout that run, basically. But still, throughout the rest of the course, she was moving very thoroughly. So I'm excited to see what she can do coming up into our challenge course later on. Third up, Riley Cantor. I know this name very well. Another athlete, but it looks like she's wearing a boot.
This is commitment right here.
I know. I remember a couple years ago, there was a fella who competed in the UK wearing a boot. This is very good dedication here. She's liking it, though. Coming out of Boynton Beach, Florida, with Megan Budway on the sideline, it looks like. Going to have to take a bit more extra care on this course, though, due to the injury of her foot, probably. But regardless, 40 seconds. Moving along through the steps, the upper body obstacles where she can make time, specifically on the monkey bars that are going to come up soon.
Absolutely. I mean, 1 foot, it might be weighing her down a little bit, but she is committed. Look at that.
I can't help but worry for her, though. If she puts a bit too much pressure on one of the steps, then it could be a bit of a detriment to her lower body. But regardless, making up time on those monkey bars, but due to that lower body injury, time is ticking. She's going to have these running obstacles here is going to be a bit of a difficult one for her, having to just kind of limp across the best of her ability. But 5 seconds left. Riley Cantor, unfortunately, going to go down and out right before the bars, but still inspiring nonetheless. I'm a big fan of what she did.
No kidding, right there. I mean, that's what you love to see out of the ninja community, because everyone always has each other's backs. You're rooting for each other, and regardless of the injury, she put it all on the line. So thank you so much, Riley, for such a great run. Now we're going to move on to Carly LaBelle. She is from Monroe, North Carolina. So, yeah, a lot of East Coast going on here.
Indeed, so a lot of the representation. Typically, we'd have a Florida qualifier at this point, but we moved up to North Carolina, very close to where the World Championships are. And Carly Label coming along through with a very solid pace here, the fastest we've seen out of any competitor so far. As she dismounts from the monkey bars, she's going to be on pace with one of the faster times out here.
Look at her go. She is just moving, sprinting, full steam ahead. Now she's on to all the laches. Let's see if she can... Oh, she's going to reach out across one-handed. She loses a little bit of momentum with that technique.
This is very solid, though. I think she'll still have enough time once she gets out of this obstacle, but it will be close. She's having to gain a bit of momentum every time she's on a new bar. Reaching up on this swing right here is going to be crucial. Pulling back immediately. Oh, just a bit of time. It's so close.
She's got to run. Come on, Carly. She's sprinting. She's not going to be able to make it there in time, but she is going to still leave it all out there. Wow, look at her going up that middle wall. Very impressive out of Carly.
Very, very close there. Nearly had it. But it just seemed like the momentum on the bars is what caused her a bit of trouble coming out of it. So still, very, very good job from Carly there. But time just ran out as soon as she was able to touch the warped walls. But we're going to see her on the challenge course very soon. Now coming along into our next competitor, which is going to be Leela Natarajan. Coming along out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Trains out of Warrior Tech and Warrior Tech OCR. Both in North Carolina. Coming along out here, doing a very good job so far. Very speedy.
Oh, wow. Flying right through the zip. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Man! Oh, that's the first time we've seen a slip up on the crisscross steps there. Let's have another look at that quickly. Coming along through, had a lot of momentum.
Racing. That's part of the placement course. You want to go fast, but when you go fast, balance obstacles like that will sneak up on you.
Yeah, on the third step, it looked like her right foot was just too far to the left of the step there, but you can see her linking the moves later on in the course, so they've got very promising movements we're seeing later on, so I'm excited to see what the challenge course has to hold. This is the good thing about Premier Series. On the challenge course, they get to show off all of their skills with the retries available as well. They might not traditionally do in something like a flow course that the WNL holds, but regardless, still a very, very good run.
Absolutely, and again, every single one of these runs is just determining the placement order for that challenge course later. So the deeper you get, the faster you go, the more you'll get to see everyone else go before you on the challenge course. That is why Emma is just racing right now. Look at her quickly through the sonic curve and the zip, no problem. Gets through those steps. She is not slowing down.
Here we go, Emma Olak. Coming out of Midland, North Carolina, doing a very solid job. 5 foot wingspan of 4'10", 86 pounds, doing a very good job. That 4'10" wingspan is helping her out. Goes a bit crooked on her path through the links, though. Interesting play, but she's still going to move along through, keeping as much momentum as she can.
I think they need to reach out with one hand to that first red bar to pull themselves back, get some extra momentum, but she still has time. 15 seconds as she races over to the warped wall.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. Still running. Gonna go up the first warped wall. Going up the second and then hits the buzzer once she gets to the third. And that's going to be 54.41 seconds in second place.
Very close to Lucy's run from earlier. But yeah, she was full steam ahead on this whole course up until all the laches. This has been the big hindrance for a lot of our ninjas so far. Just trying to keep up that speed. We'll see if anyone changes their ideas on how they want to play that obstacle later on as we go. But either way, fantastic run from Emma.
Here we go. We've got a speedy world traveler out here next up in Ace Nichols out of Town and Country in Missouri. So another state being represented, which is lovely to see. She trains out of the Barn and Ultimate Ninjas in St. Louis, and she also competes for Team USA in OCR for the 100 meter and the 400 meter. So she's got a lot of leg endurance ready to give out here. 40 seconds as she comes into the Lachey's. This is the fastest time to hit this point so far.
She's one of 3 sisters who does ninja, so you got to think that they're also watching, wondering how she's going to perform. And look at her go. She's racing through all the Lachey's. That's how you do it.
Yes, here we go. Faster by 8.5 seconds, basically. Oh my goodness, here we go. 20 seconds up the top of the second warped wall. And it looks like Ace is going to be our top finisher by 11 seconds in first.
Absolutely fantastic from Ace Nichols. She looked so confident throughout that entire run, had no issues with all the Lachey's, and that's how you get the fastest time so far.
That was textbook. All the athletes are going to be looking out for her on the challenge course later on. I guarantee you a lot of the females and the males that are running up in just a moment will have been looking at that run and taking notes in their head of what they should be able to do. But next up, Camilla Said, coming out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, is next up. Height of 4'8", but wingspan of 4'10", could help her out on some obstacles when you need a long bit of reach.
Absolutely. She's big on generating swing, and her favorite obstacle are the cliffs, so have some really good grip strength here. We'll see if that gets tested, if she can get through the steps.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know.
I think she's fine. I think she's fine, actually. It looks like incidental touch. Her foot didn't aid her to get back on. It looks like she was just using the platform to carry along through. So Camilla is still off and going, coming along through onto the Lachey's after running. 30 seconds left coming into it.
Let's see it. All right, she's going to jump across one, reach one hand out. Come on. This is a big jump right here. She needs to get onto that red one quickly. She's down to 16 seconds. Come on, get some swing.
Oh, Sam, this is going to be really, really close.
Oh, she's got to go now.
Backswing. Really has to push her along through. She wants it.
Come on,
all
go.
All the way from one side of the gym to another, but time is going to expire as soon as she gets to the water. Also, Camilla is sadly out of time.
Still such a great run up until that point. All the Lachey's is definitely costing people a lot of time, but that was a close call right there on the crisscross. So way to stay focused and keep on pushing regardless of how close of a call she had.
Wow, you can see anything can really happen on that obstacle where a lot of the balance can be in play. But now we have our final female competitor in the preteen division. Coming in is going to be Mia Law out of Huntersville, North Carolina. She won the inaugural Premier Series championship in the kids female division. I believe that was when she was like 8 years old. So that was the first Premier Series champion ever for the kids female division. But look at this, Mia Law in the preteen female division now coming along through incredibly.
She does not want to stop. She has just a lead foot on the gas pedal right now, and she is going to get right through all the Lachey's. Look at that, 30 seconds left.
This is absolutely incredible. We're seeing this 3.5 seconds across the rest of the field. Moving along onto the top level. Sub 40 has now been achieved.
Oh my, she looked so clean throughout that entire run, so in control. I mean, even when she was out of control, she was in control. She lost her balance a couple times, but had the strength to correct herself and just never let off the gas. That was fantastic. And that wraps up our female division.
Wow. That was a big one there. So Mia Law being the final runner of the division comes in with the top time. Going to be running last on the challenge course once we get there for the females. But now onto the male side of the preteen male division is going to be Eli Paul coming along first out of Team Jungle Gym in Florida. Here he moves.
Right. He is going to swing across that zip down the crisscross. All right. Those boxes are just flopping all over the place. He stays up, and he is going to sprint all the way across the gym to these Lachey's. Let's see how the males handle it. Oh, very quick through the first two. Now building up some swing.
Yeah, very quick adjustments. I like to see what we're seeing from Eli. We're getting to the point where it's 25% of all athletes going so fast. 25 seconds left for the rest of the course. He's sprinting all the way to the warped walls. Coming along on the middle wall. Goes for the buzzer. 42.31 seconds immediately on the board.
Well, we had a clear for the first female runner and also a clear for the first male ninja as well. So getting both divisions off to a great start here, or both sides of this division. So fantastic run from Eli, setting the stage for what all the other males are going to try to mimic.
That was crazy good. There's a fly flying around my room at the minute, but I couldn't care less about it because we've got some incredible content in front of our eyes. Carrying along with Alpha Aaron coming out of Manhasset, New York. So we've got a bit more up
across
north.
the room.
This is absolutely insane right here. Look at him go.
Wow.
He's competed 37 times throughout the regular season, and that experience is paying off very well for him. Here he moves sprinting across to the bars now.
Oh, he likes to swing. You can tell that. He has no issues just throwing his legs up above his head. A lot of core strength here. Look at him just brute forcing his way through this.
Look at him go, 30 seconds. Only half of his time has been used, and he has the rest of it for one obstacle. It's a long one going across the entire gym, but he's still going up that second wall to the buzzer. 38.3.
Wow. Well, Mia Law still holding down the fastest time overall by just a tiny bit, but this was such an impressive display. He just, anytime that he was slightly off-centered or lost his balance, he just brute forced his way through every obstacle and still never slowed down.
All right, next up, one of my personal picks to do very well within this division. It's going to be the always ninja, Bentley Boyd. Absolutely incredible, very fast. He's on the podium in 21 out of the 23 competitions he competed in the season 11. And here he goes, wanting to get a podium for the Premier Series qualifier out here at Carolina Ninja Academy. So fast, mate. What?
Oh, it's all the bacon that he likes. Man, look at this kid. He is not stopping at all. Going to jump right into all the laches, reaching across quick. Look at all those.
Look at the pops here. OCR prowess. He recently went to Ireland to compete in their championships. Did very well for the US national team. Bentley Boyd hoping to come up with the fastest time so far, and he gets to the buzzer in 35!
35.59 seconds. That is our fastest clear so far in this division. That was super impressive. Long strides on those sprints and just great control with his grip and his swing as well. Fantastic performance from Bentley Boyd.
I want bacon now because it said it in his profile. It's like 10:30 at night, and I'm gonna make myself a bacon sandwich. But now Max Cardinal coming out of Marietta, Georgia. Now coming along through very fast. 55 seconds left as he makes his way through the Sonic curve into the slider. Oh no! His foot orientation was just a bit off on the crisscross there. Let's have another look at that. His feet just not in the correct position to move on forward, sadly.
He did great on the Sonic curve right there. That was perfect foot placement on each step. But right here, that left foot just went too far to the right on the second step, and that is hard to recover from.
Oh, man, you could see so much power throughout those moves as well early on, and you can see him trying to link as many moves as possible. With these early fails, it just sets up more potential for the challenge course. If they can go this fast when only one try is on the line for them, when they have an extra life available on the challenge course, many great things can happen. But we're seeing here Max I know that he wants more from that, but he might be running quite early coming along into our challenge course later on. But coming out of the lab right now is going to be Bryce Zielasco coming along in from the lab. Got Flip on the sideline. They get things over at that gym, recently built as well. But Bryce, you can see him moving extremely fast. The dexterity that he's got in his legs is unrivaled. Here he moves. Oh my lord, look at him go.
He is not slowing down. Has to take a backswing getting off those monkey bars, but he is sprinting full speed right now. Gets right into the laches, and look at that. He's just building up a little momentum now. popping
look
across
at the
each
pops,
one.
the links there. He doesn't need to set much up due to the thrust that he's giving onto those bars. But now here he goes. He's our fastest non-finisher at the moment, but he's definitely looking to get one of those finishing spots. Here he goes, Bryce, going up the second wall ball and hitting the buzzer in 40.31. He tied it nearly.
Oh, yeah.
One of the other competitors got 42.31, so 2 seconds ahead of the place below him. Still an incredible job there put in by Bryce.
Yeah, he had to take a little bit of extra time on those laches right there, but still, that speed and that skill is going to pay off when the challenge course comes around. So I cannot wait to see what Bryce has in store for us later.
4 more athletes left to go. Judah Bostic coming along in through now from Huntersville, North Carolina. Here he goes. He started Ninja in 2022. As the Tornado Ninja. He's off and running, whirling through the course.
Sonic Curve should be right up his alley then. And he gets through that zip. The steps, no issue. Look at that 3 monkey bars.
I didn't know the pace could go any faster, but we're 2.5 seconds ahead of Bentley Boyd to this point. But Judah carrying on, popping through these preteens. Do not mess about at all. Judah, here he goes, going along through, faster than Jude Bellingham on the football pitch. Another Judah coming along through, on the top wall, and that's 31!
31.44. You would think a tornado just tore through this course. I need to see that again on the monkey bars. 1, 2, 3. So easy for this kid.
I am impressed with these fellas out here. The preteen male division is always one to watch out for in the future. Only a couple of years and then they can go elite. I'm scared of what can happen. Some of these people could go faster than Jackson Erdos these days. It's actually insane.
It is
Augustin Vega coming along out of Ackworth, Georgia. Got MJ on the sideline coaching up. Yes, he started Ninja in 2020. What happened? Was it a false start? Yeah, I think it was a false start. Gonna give it a
5
second
yards offense.
Haha. He's competed in at Worlds 4 times. He got to celebrate his birthday at the World Championships. He wants to compete for the glory of God. Here he goes. The prayers pushing him along, Augustin, making his way through the course at a very, very fast pace. Across the top, it's like he was dancing a jive because his head stayed at the exact same height at the bottom when the bottom of his body was moving.
The elegance of this is impressive. It's like an elf out of Lord of the Rings right now. Just head in the same spot no matter what. He has so much grace as he goes through this course.
Here he goes, getting a lot of encouragement from the rest of the people out at Carolina Ninja Academy. And Augustin climbs up the wall, puts himself into second place, 33.46.
That was fantastic. Look at this. Head doesn't move. What is going on? It's like one of those edited videos where they have the legs running, but the top of the person just stays perfectly still. Except it was real.
Literally. It looks like an AI video where it just hasn't coded the head correctly. It's crazy good there. But now, moving on to our final competitor of the placement course, it's going to be Gaiden Avery.
Indian North Carolina. Let's see how he goes. All right. He's also rocking that red, blue, and white.
Here he moves very fast, wants to dart across the rest of this field. Trying to get one of the top ones. Nearly did it in 2 moves. Okay, I see you, Gideon.
He was trying to speed through, but yeah, he made the smart decision to just catch up with that last monkey bar. And right now, he is making short work of these laches. Gets right to that final red bar. He's looking good. He is racing on to the warped wall. 30 seconds left.
This is incredible, trying to match the pace of the rest of the fastest athletes in our division, going up the top wall with
35.3 seconds. That is another full clear for one of our ninjas here. He looked fantastic. He's got some good length. You know, he's got a lot of big reach. Almost had an incredible skip on those monkey bars. His time would have been even faster, but either way, a fantastic performance right there from Gideon Avery.
That was one of the best placement courses I have ever seen. The traction that these guys were able to do. We nearly had 8 for 8 clears on the preteen male course. That's how you know it's a good placement course out here. Max Cardinal, though, being our only non-finisher, is going to be running first when we get to the challenge course. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. In terms of our females, we had Mia Law getting the fastest time with 38.23, 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. But Leela Natarajan is going to be our first competitor moving along on the challenge course once we get there. We're going to be taking a 10-minute break very shortly, but Sam, that was brilliant.
That was so much fun to watch. Again, with them running all the way across the gym, it just brings up the energy level because they're sprinting. There is a pressure on these ninjas to just keep sending it. And that's exactly what they did. But now the stakes are being raised with the upcoming challenge course.
This is going to be huge out here. This challenge course is going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait to see it. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes. Take care, fellas.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on DGSninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all going to work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're going to find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you can think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're going to find at one Ninja gym is going to feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our product. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here, and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that Ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
everybody. Welcome back to the WNL Premier Series Season 4 qualifier out here at Carolina Ninja Academy in Huntersville, North Carolina. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Sam Burns out here, and we are about to get started with our Preteen Challenge course. We just saw the placement course, and it went absolutely insane.
It was so much fun to watch. There were quite a few clears on both the female and male side of this division. However, it really just came down to how fast you were able to hit that buzzer. And man, as we kept going, the speed just kept ramping up and up.
It really did. We saw so many people clear. We saw basically everyone in the preteen male division, all but one person hit the buzzer, which is absolutely insane to see. That was the placement course. We now move on to the challenge course, where every athlete has 2 retries available, but you can only utilize a retry one time on an obstacle. So if you fail an obstacle twice, your run is over. You fail 3 separate obstacles, your run is over. Simple as that. The only other options for that run is if you clear or run out of time. And ultimately, the challenge course is going to be determining who qualifies for the Premier Series finals, which are happening at Ascend Obstacle Training in Marlborough, Massachusetts, on November 20th through the 22nd. I cannot wait for it. I was literally looking at flights to Massachusetts this morning for that time. It's going to go absolutely mental. I'm hoping to qualify at True Function first, because that's in a couple of weeks. Let's have a look at the upcoming competitions that are going to happen next week. Is going to go insane. We've got Vitality Obstacle Fitness, which is in the same state as our finals location, because this is the first year in Premier Series history where we have not had a qualifier where finals is. So Vitality is the closest gym where Ascend is. So you're going to have the Ascend team coming along through to Vitality. You're going to have Team Vitality also coming there. Maybe some neighboring states from the Northeast as well. I cannot wait for that one. 2 weeks after that is going to be True Function Ninja Training Ground in the UK, which I cannot wait to compete at. We have Life Force Ninja in Washington the week after. Then Dexterity Depot in Pennsylvania. District 44, which is our French qualifier at the beginning of October. Albany Ninja Lab for the leftover Northeastern people. And then we have FitSet Ninja in Canada, MLab Ohio, and then the finals. So that's going to go absolutely mental. But it looks like we're going to be starting out with our demo runner on the challenge course. So we start out with blocks being our starting obstacle out here, which is great to see. Some representation of some nice parkour elements. And then we move on to Around the World in holds. So I have a lot of different sized holds to be swinging across through. There's a big theme of just swinging along within this course. But now we move on to the most interesting one, I think is the best word to say. Don't touch my blocks, where we are. Okay, so originally we had those 2 rectangular blocks to be looking out for, but now we have an extra like trapezoid block that's on top that our athletes need to avoid, because if you hit one of them blocks, you have to use a retry. It's out of bounds technically, so that is going to be one that our athletes are going to have to be really careful of. All of their limbs have got to be a bit in play there technically.
Yeah.
And then we have the turbo rolls moving along into the parallel bars, otherwise known as the Elite Killer Circa Worlds 2024. But now we have the picking fruit obstacle, where we have got some banana holds in some like gibboning, essentially, moving along through here.
I thought
into
they were
some special
telephones.
I mean, technically, banana phones do it, and I want a banana phone now. That looks right good.
I would love that.
But now, cliffs. Moving along here, we have some cliffhangers that are going to be utilized, some trapezes in between as well. Coming along, we have some holds that are on top of that bar, I believe. Yes, that our athletes are going to be utilizing down to that platform. And now, gravity is real is our next obstacle out here. This has taken out a lot of people. The laches needed for this one are very big. So we come along through here, onto a spinning, swinging bar, and then a salmon ladder move, which it looks like they have to make, because typically our mature kids were skipping the platform or the salmon ladder move, but it looks like it might have to be our athletes in the preteen division that make the movement. We'll have to see soon. Moving across a couple of that balance maze area. And now we move on to the biggest area in the entire gym. We have the swoop talk, where we have this slider Moving along down some rings. Oh, no rings anymore in between. You have to go straight into the TikTok. That's going to be very scary. Next up, though, is going to be the sky hooks, where we have a lot of different options for you guys to take on the course. Moving along through onto the rings, one after another. The mapping might be a bit different because I've seen people skip the final ring, but it looks like we're going to be moving along onto that hook there. It's a big move, but an even bigger move is the ending. We have to go all the way down to that platform, but now at this point, your arms are dead. You're tired. You want to stop. But then we have the final ascent that is literally called Are You Tired Yet?
My
so
answer
it's
is
a
yes.
big, massive rope climb to the top of the gym where a buzzer is hanging upside down and you've got to hit it within the time limit. We've had some very, very close calls on this obstacle within the past 2 divisions, and I guarantee you it's going to bring us tension and pain throughout the preteen division here today. And that's going to be your course at the top of the gym there. The buzzer is looming. It's 3 minutes and 45 seconds long.
That is not a lot of time for how many obstacles our ninjas have to complete here. And also, whoever came up with this idea for these hanging buzzers, I've seen it a few times in the World Ninja League, and it just feels so evil to, just have this thing dangling above you. You're just staring at it. You got to climb up and reach it instead of it being on your level. So definitely a torturous way to end the course. But man, anyone who reaches that buzzer is going to earn it. There is no question.
I am in absolute agreement of that. 11 obstacles, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. It's going to be a very, very fun time. Cannot wait for it. We're going to be starting out with our slowest preteen female, first off, which was Leela Natarajan. She trains out of Warrior Tech and Warrior Tech OCR with head coach Justin Fitzgerald and coaches Matt Callans, Bruce Buckland, L'Oreelli Camilleri, Shane Conley, and crew. She started competing in the Carolina Ninja League in fall of 2022 and won 3rd place in the 11 and under beginner division in 2024. And she made it to stage 2 last year at Worlds on her first World Championship. She was 42nd out of 105 at her first other World Championship. And she was also a Premier Series Season 3 participant. Let's see if she can get to the finals. It's going to be a big ask, considering the field that we have got of 8 other preteen female athletes. But there's still a big chance you're able to make it through here. Let's see how our first athlete does. Let's have a look.
Big Taylor Swift fan here, too. Gotta make her proud.
Leela coming along in. I don't know much about Taylor Swift, so I'm not going to attempt to make any puns.
I might know a couple songs.
Leela, see if any puns come into you. Let's judge them.
She's definitely ready for it. I know that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Solid. That was very subtle. But regardless, Leela coming through just over 3 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Left on the clock. Needs to be careful. I don't think hair touching the boxes are much of a big deal. They're just scraping along. Not really helping you out that. But Leela coming along through 3 minutes as she makes her way onto the turbo rollers. It looks like they might be spinning now. They were stationary for our first 2 divisions, but there's a bit of give to them now. This is going to be interesting. We've got to be careful of the obstacles now.
That is a tough one right here. So this is her last retry on this obstacle, and she's going to get through it.
Oh! We just slipped off of that final one. Had a lot of forward momentum sliding off of it, but Leela coming along through now is going to be moving on along into the hanging fruits.
Yeah, this is crazy. I always thought the crane or the cane tech was crazy, but now we're throwing out bananas. Like, she's just holding on to that banana. Oh, she is holding on with one hand for so long here, but she's able to finally hook that second one in. Now she's sliding out.
2 minutes and 15 seconds. She's going to reach out for some chalk to get ready for it. So Leela shaking out, getting ready to move on to these
she's
cliffs.
Gotta shake it off.
Solid link. Okay, yeah,
shake
Bella,
off
nice.
The chalk, the fatigue. Oh, look at her go. All right. So she still has 1 retry left as well. So even if she goes out on any of these obstacles, it's not over quite yet. And now she is going to move on to gravity is real, which I can confirm it is.
It's a statement, this obstacle title, but it's also like a joke point, as in there's a lot of force in many different directions that needs to be controlled out here. She's got the first grab, which a lot of people have had trouble with. Let's see if she can make it onto the second bar on that salmon ladder. Just the mixed grip. Wasn't able to get it. It's a hard one, but don't blame me. I did say this one was a big obstacle.
That is very true. I mean, these laches are giant, and just, all that upward and downward force as you're trying to grab onto these. You need a lot of grip strength. You just got to keep your hands nice and high and generate a lot of swing.
Here she goes, second time around. She's got no retries after this one. Leela taking a massive backswing over to it. Nice orientation there. You could see her kind of throw her shoulders forward a bit more. Here she moves. 1 minute left. Gets it this time on the bar. This is the best she's done so far. But this is going to be a big one. Is she making the move? Yes, she does, but sadly just gets it crooked and touches the floor. And that's it for our first runner.
Oh, it's a blank space on gravity is real, but either way, she was fantastic up until that point. So much grip strength. She had to hold on to those bananas for quite a while. I can't imagine the amount of pump you're feeling in your forearms by this point, but that salmon ladder transition, you could see her looking over to the right side, and the right side went a little lower than the left, and that's what cost her.
I had to double check. I had to Google if blank space was a Taylor Swift song. I'm proud of you, Sam.
Thanks. I had to sneak one more in there.
Yeah. All right. Moving along into our second athlete of the preteen female division. It's going to be Riley Cantor coming out of Florida, out of the lab. We've got Coach Megan Budway on the sideline. Going to be a fun time out here. She's competed 10 times throughout the regular season. I was talking to Megan Budway last week on commentary. She's very excited to be coaching all of her athletes out here in North Carolina. But Riley is fighting with a bit of an injury. She's having a boot on herself. So these upper body orientated obstacles are going to be quite the help with getting her through these courses. No need for an ankle on this one.
Yeah, I just worry, if she slips off any of these, try to put that weight on the left foot, not the right foot. I think the right foot has seen enough. So now she is going to move on to Don't Touch My Blocks. We'll see how that goes.
It's interesting because she can't really utilize her right foot here, and she touched the block. Oh, this is going to be a really tough one now because she can't necessarily tuck her leg in. She just kind of needs to make it dangle unless you, straighten out your knee in line with the rest of your body when it's on an angle. So she's utilizing it, fighting through the pain. Just needs to be wary of it, hoping it doesn't fling back into the box. She's got the muscle, and sadly, it just isn't able to be controlled. Still, a very good effort. I'm very proud of that. Very, very entertaining and inspiring.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, to be able to come out here and the willingness to compete in, with a leg like that, you gotta give her a lot of credit for showing up and showing out. So that was so much fun to watch, and super proud of her for fighting through that.
Third up is going to be Nevaeh Nash. Favorite obstacle is the Tornado Alley. Our How to Train Your Dragon fanatic out here coming out of Travelers Rest, South Carolina. His other hobbies include a bunch of crochet, acting, drawing, and competitive dancing. Let's see if she can... I've got no dancing. Nevaeh coming along through. Also looks like she's battling a tiny bit of an injury. She's wearing a sleeve on her knee, hoping to keep it a bit more compressed.
Yeah.
So moving along through on these holds.
Didn't seem to hinder her too much on the placement course. And, she's going to step short of the dismount.
Yeah, just a bit too early here. These early obstacles really starting to show their teeth for these competitors. Let's see if Nevaeh is able to pull on through with the rest of the second obstacle here, Around the World in Holds.
That's right. So she still has one more retry if she gets through this obstacle. But if she slips right here, it's game over. Let's see if Nevaeh can get that swing going and just be a little bit more controlled and intentional with the dismount. Is that Thor's hammer right there?
I thought that as well. It looked like a Thor hammer. And that's just what I've coined it. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. But Nevaeh needs to be careful on this next obstacle here. we're getting to the point where our preteen athletes are starting to be a bit taller
No
now.
kidding.
So, can confirm it is Molnir.
Oh, wonderful. Well, the blocks are lava here. And she is going to get right through it. And she is through. Don't touch my blocks. Now the elite killer. This one is scary. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Wh-
Okay, so
when
it
they
looks
spin
like
like
the
that,
turbo
I mean-
rollers. Yeah, they're starting. They have a bit of give, but it's not like a full-on turn,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean.
Yep.
This is how it was for our World Championships
Ah.
in 2024, and sadly she steps off of the turbo rolls. I wouldn't want to be on them for much longer personally, but still sad to go out there. Still a very, very good job. Very flexible,
No kidding.
using her limbs to her advantage on Don't Touch My Blocks.
That could not have felt
still
good
a
on
very
the
good
left foot
effort.
right there. But still, yeah, you got to have a lot of balance, and maybe you can make up for it with a little bit of speed and just try to get straight to that red bar. But man, if you don't have the lower body control right there, it is going to be very easy to just slip off. But still, a fantastic run. Now we are moving on to Camilla Said out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Let's see how she does.
Here goes Camilla. Moving along through, she has competed at the USA Ninja Challenge in Durham, North Carolina. She's 12 years old, coached by Drew McLaughlin and Itchery, and Atchery even. She loves generating swings, so obstacles like this one are definitely going to play to her advantage out here. Favorite obstacle is the cliffs. We have a couple of them.
Yep.
After the midpoint of the course, she is determined to master the spinning pipe. I'd assume that's a balance obstacle with a pipe that spins. The turbo rolls are going to kind of be like that, but in a different direction. But outside the gym, she runs cross-country and track and cheers for her school, so a lot of leg power within that. She's especially excited to return to her gym this summer as a coach in training, so she's got a lot of different views when it comes into Ninja as a whole, from both the competing side and the coaching side, and having both of those perspectives.
I've always said, I think you learn the most when you're trying to teach others. So hopefully she can use what she's taught and help out herself on this course. But another slip on the elite killer. That first part, it is extremely tough for these ninjas to stay in control. It's a very, very precise obstacle. Oh, no!
Sadly, just wasn't able to get it second time around on the turbo rolls. They're really tripping up these people, quite literally. I think it might also have to do with the distance between both of them.
Yeah, nobody has been able to get through it in one shot so far. But either way, it was a great effort right there. She got just to that fourth one and couldn't quite reach it. Her body was still a little too far behind her there. So you got to have a lot of momentum going through those. You can't really stop on one of them. They're moving. They're small platforms. You just need to really commit and kind of be fearless there because, I mean, I'd be scared to fall and smack my face.
Carly LaBelle next up, age 12, coming out of Monroe, North Carolina. I nearly wanted to say Monroe, Connecticut, because I saw a C and an N just in the different order. But now Carly, she absolutely loves pushing herself to take on bigger and tougher challenges. No matter how many times she falls, she's always ready to give it to get back up and give it another shot. And it seems like she's not going to be wanting to give anything another shot.
Wow.
Seems like she's on a very good pace. She definitely wants to get one of those faster times, but again, she is tall. So moving across Don't Touch My Blocks is going to be quite a difficult ask for her. But Carly, be careful on
She's had
those
some
minuscule backswings.
Close
But she's
calls.
got it.
Wow. I can't believe she was able to use her core strength to keep her off there. And look at that.
Yes. Very close to slipping up there, but still Carly moves along through, going one hand at a time across one of the parallel bars. 2 minutes and 40 seconds now as she comes along into the hanging fruit.
She pushes herself into second place for our females in this division. Now, let's see how her banana phone works.
Carly, trying to be a bit careful within these bananas. They know there's a very small threshold for them to fit in on these hooks, but she's got it first time around. Gonna eject the back one, and she's having a bit of trouble locking
Nice.
in the second, but she's fine. Gonna keep the trend
Ooh.
forward. just has a bit of a miss.
Oh, 2. Come on. That's 3 misses. No.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm fine with that. Just take the retry here. Save yourself a little bit of grip strength and just try to get a little more in control, because the more you knock that ring around, the harder it's going to be to hook it.
Carly now. Gonna be a big one here. One more try after this obstacle. It's gonna be a big order for her, but she knows what she has to do. I think the last attempt was due to her maybe gassing out on one hand individually, so it's just the consistency between all of the holds is going to be the important one here. So 1 minute 50. Just sadly isn't able to get that hook.
Now it's swinging around. There, she kind of grabbed a little higher on the banana. I think that does help a little bit. Oh, no!
No! Same issue. It looks like she was looking at her hand there. A bit tired, maybe a rip, but unfortunately that's going to be it. Still, one of two actually at this point to get past the turbo rolls, with only 4 more people left in the preteen female division. So from Emma Olak and onward now, we're going to be locking in people for our Premier Series final slots.
Can't wait.
Out here. So let's see if Emma can pull along through here. I believe we're within our clears in the placement course now, I think
so. Yeah, she's a team captain right here out of Carolina Ninja Academy, the team. So leadership experience, and definitely after 2.5 years of competing on Ninja, she is ready to show off what she's got on this challenge course. So far, so good.
Emma has a lot of skill.
Also a crochet fan.
Oh, there we go. Having a lot of crochet representation within this within this division. I like to see it. But Emma, maybe a lot of pressure being added, possibly due to being the team captain, but she's definitely team captain for a reason. Oh, but sadly, as I speak, she hits the block, sadly. So Emma Olak focusing up now, not wanting to be using a retry. This is one obstacle where you just want to get it over and done with, essentially.
No kidding, yeah. And take your time, just use your entire body to make sure that you have those 3 points of contact. Just try to keep your legs from swinging out. That's the key here. Don't worry about the ponytail. Just stay in control. And that's what she's doing now. Look at that.
This is good. Getting the legs up.
Awkward turnaround.
Right hand first.
This is such a difficult move, but
be careful on those backswings. Is she fine? Yes, she is. Oh, that was really, really close. But regardless, Emma is out of that way of the obstacle. But now she's breathing, getting ready for the turbo roll. Sadly, just steps off a bit. Just misjudged the distance, and this is not a good place to be. No retries left after this attempt at the turbo roll. She has to get through.
Yep. Has to be perfect from here on out. These are tough little rollers right there, and she is
team
out.
Captain sadly out on the turbo rolls. That is unfortunate. Super, super unfortunate there. She had a lot of promise coming into it, but at 5 foot and 4'10" in wingspan, that extra retry on the on Don't Touch My Blocks might have been a confidence breaker. But those turbo rollers as well, very unforgiving for anybody.
And with only 3 females left in this division, they all have to be eyeing up those rollers, those turbo rollers, and I would be very nervous if I was going to get there. So hopefully they're all able to stay focused and put on a show. We've got Lucy Gregory up next from Watkinsville, Georgia. She had a very good, very fast time that she cleared with on the placement course.
Yeah, our first runner of the placement course as well. She had a big smile moving across these obstacles. This can be a 10 times throughout the season at age 11. Wants to get one of those top spots. So Leela, in the top position at the minute, has qualified for the Premier Series finals at the very least in 4th place. So we'll see if Lucy is able to beat 2nd place and also get herself into the Premier Series finals. We're getting to that point now where it's in these athletes' grasp.
That's right. And for Leela, she was the first to go here on the challenge course because she didn't have the strongest placement course run, but that shows you that anything is possible when you get to this challenge course. Now let's see if Lucy can get through here. She is in the top 3 and she reaches that red bar. Thank goodness. Such a tough obstacle for our ninjas, but Lucy is pushing forward.
This is very solid at the moment. Using big covering a lot of distance within those grabs on the parallel bar. But let's see, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Bananas are now going to be in play. If she beats this obstacle, she is in the Premier Series finals, but it's a tough one to get past due to the fact that the slots that you need to fit the hooks in are so small, and she's having trouble with that first one.
This is, you gotta, your arms are so far away from your head here if you don't, you know, lock your arms up. So it just makes it so easy to miss those little tiny rings. But Lucy is powering through. No!
Just missed that final one. It looks like she slipped off her hand just a bit too tired here, but she needs to get past this obstacle. She wants that qualifying spot secured.
Need that banana back. There we go. Come on, Lucy.
She goes. Second time around, everyone in the gym behind her. Let's see how she fares. Picking them both up again. Maybe locking off might be a better strategy. Bending your arms instead of being low hanging. It can conserve your energy, but at the same time, you have a lot more control and a bit more of an idea. But sadly, she's out. Just goes down a bit earlier. This is a very tough obstacle for our preteen females to handle, it looks like.
She was super strong up until that point. I mean, look at the control right there going down. Don't touch my blocks. That was perfect. She got through these turbo rollers in one shot, which you do not see very often. She didn't need any retries before she got on to picking fruit. But this one is extremely difficult if you don't lock those bananas in on the first try.
Here we go. It's going to be a big one here. Coming along in, Ace Nichols. We're in the final two competitors, and they are both incredible. Ace out here trains out of the barn in St. Louis. She's out of She's out of Missouri. I nearly said St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know if that's in Missouri or Illinois, but the barn is in Illinois. I know that much. Coming out, she is very fast as well. Part of Team USA for the OCR competitions that are held all over the world in the 100 meters and the 400 meters. This is this is the second year she's qualified in a row for the most WNL regionals, with 6 of them being competed in. That's a long way to go. She's been to 40 states out of the 50, mostly to compete for Ninja, and her nickname is the Flying Ace, given to her by Ryan Stratus.
Hey, shout out!
She's flying across.
Shout out to Ryan Stratus. Any mention of him?
Goats.
Yeah, he's one of the most incredible ninjas of all time. But look at this, Ace Nichols. She is acing this course right now, and kind of cliffhangering that little bar. All right, she is up to second place now, so she is locked in. She has earned her shot at the finals.
Indeed. Okay, but let's see if she can go one further and get deeper into this challenge course. It's going to be a difficult one, though. Go along here. Nice high grab. Has a lot more control of where the hook ends up going. It's easier to have a lower grip, but you have a lot more control if you go a bit more vertical on the top of the banana.
Perfect.
So overall, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. She takes the dismount, and just like that, she's definitely through that obstacle. We haven't seen many people get through it, but this is great to see out of our preteen female athletes getting further into our courses. But now coming along through onto cliffs. She's having to gain a bit more momentum to get a hand on that boat. The second one, no, just runs out of juice on that final area. Gonna have to give it a second attempt.
Looks like she just wanted to kind of rush and get to that dismount without really planning out her dismount strategy there, and eventually the pump in your arms is going to give in. So let's see if Ace can have a more strategic idea for how to dismount this obstacle this time, but she's got to get back to that same ledge.
1 minute and 45 seconds left to go.
Nice.
Big jump there. I like it. Even when her backhand was still quite a far bit away, she was still able to make it. She's got a minute and 30 seconds. Gets to the box, not a problem. But now moving on to gravity. Okay, dang. Interesting.
Style points.
Only utilizing the side of the box. That saves a bit of time of getting up onto it as well. So with 1 minute and 20 left to go, if she she's got the strength though, Sam. This is gonna be big. Can she get the salmon move? Yes! Nice! Okay, Ace. Gonna go along through here, get the best result of the day so far for our preteen division on the challenge course.
And this is torture right here, but look at that. Such a great move right there through the balance maze. That obstacle is definitely torture after so many tough grip obstacles. Then you throw in some crazy balance. But I've been waiting to see this swoop talk. This obstacle is so cool.
Now then, big opportunity for Ace to get further in here. 45 seconds as she makes the big jump over to the TikTok, and she just kicks it out of reach. I'm really scared of if someone kicks it and it flings back into their head.
I thought the exact
I really
same
don't
thing.
want that to happen.
The camera perspective right there made me think that's what was happening, but I'm very glad she's safe. Hopefully everyone stays safe. But man, that one looks so much fun. I want to just feel what it's like to land on that little pendulum right there. Let's see if she can get it here. Second try. This is it.
This is going to be a big one here. Ace setting herself back for the TikTok, and she just kicks it again and wasn't able to get her upper body close enough, and that's going to be it for her run. I hate TikToks personally. They're my least favorite ninja obstacle to actually attempt. Seeing people do them is absolutely cool. Absolutely a fan of that. But doing them in person, I despise it. I remember when it was Motus's qualifier, I was having a massive argument with Joe Morovsky about whether they're good or bad, and I was like hating on the TikTok, like my life depended on it. But he was like, nah, man, you just got to come over to Monroe so I can coach you on how to do the TikTok. And I'm like, I just need to do, I just don't like it, man. I can't understand it. I don't know how you get swing on it. But regardless, we're moving on to our final preteen female competitor in Mia Law now. Height of 5 foot, wingspan of 4'7". Other than ninja, she plays basketball, flag football, and pickleball. So she's got a lot of experience in ball sports. Let's see how she can fare on the ninja course.
Very athletic, had our fastest time through the placement course. Now Mia is racing through here, and it's all down to her or Lucy Gregory. The top three are already locked in to their Premier Series Finals spots. The question is, can Mia do something here? She's got to get through a couple more obstacles in order to have a shot at the top four, but she is such a talented ninja. I would not be surprised if she puts on a very strong performance. What is she doing? Wow!
Okay, it worked. I trust it. I like the very tight core approach we saw. It saved her a few seconds with the turbo rolls. Sadly, okay, careful.
Does not feel
Needs
good
to
on
be
the
careful
inside
on
of
her
the
lower
leg.
body. Our top competitor, only one spot away from getting into the Premier Series Finals, needs to get through the turbo rolls, and then she's in. Here goes Mia Law getting through, and she's on it. Yes, that was very, very close.
That was so close. It looked like she didn't even use that fourth one, but she has made her way into the top three just like that, and now she is on to the picking fruit. Let's see if she can be accurate with these bananas. You're having a hard time getting that first one out. There we go.
Mia now coming along in. She was the first ever Premier Series champion in 2023 at Ferox. The kids' female division was first, and Mia Law was the first ever Premier Series champion, hoping to become one of the few in 2026 now in the preteen female division years later. But here goes Mia coming along through, not having a problem so far, and she moves along onto that bogey, swings on down to safety, and just like that, she's in second place. 24 seconds ahead of the rest of the field.
Yeah, she is astonishing right now. This is very impressive. Now, can she get through? Gravity is real. Some big jumps here that she's got to make. Got to generate a lot of swing. She's going to go for that first one. This is a big jump up. And she's going to reverse grip it. Now down to this salmon ladder jump right here.
Yes. Okay, this is good. 1 minute and 45. Can she get the salmon ladder transfer across?
Oh, no!
Man, nearly had it. As you can see, that grip just gave out at the very end.
She landed it. She got that bar nice and even on the transfer. But yeah, the grip just gave out. Let's see if a quick cool off here will help her out.
Here goes Mia chalking up. Ready to go. Coming along into gravity is real for a second time. This is her final attempt at any obstacle here. Unless she's able to clear it.
Come on.
Here she moves. Mia Law, 90 seconds left. Gets the cross grip onto that first bar. Going to transition along into the second. Here she goes.
Come on, big swing.
Big transfer, massive backswing. On this one, a lot of power coming into
Yes!
it. Yes! Comes along in, Mia Law. Nearly 25 seconds ahead, and she is in second still. but here she moves.
All right, onto this balance beam. She cannot have any more retries, so she's got to stay perfect, and she does. Now she's going to move on to the obstacle that no one has gotten past yet, the swoop talk. I know how you feel about this obstacle. I'm hoping that she can show off just how talented she is right here. Come on, Mia Law. She's got to get a big swing, generate a lot of momentum. Come on. No!
She got it. No! That's going to be it, sadly, for Mia. Had a lot of time to get there in second place. Still very good. I know she would have wanted first. If she got past that TikTok, she would have had it. But sadly, that's going to be it for the end of her run and the end of the preteen female division as a whole. But still, a great way to end it out. Another look at that big slider. I actually really want to attempt it. I want to attempt the jump to the TikTok, but not actually off of it.
That's fair. Yeah, well, Mia Law just displayed exactly why she has earned all the accolades that she has in the ninja community. An absolutely fantastic run, just so much skill, and there you go. That is your final finish for the preteen female division. Such an outstanding pool of competitors right there, and they killed it.
Indeed, they did. Well done to Ace, Mia, Leah, and Carly for all getting the Premier Series final slot. Can't wait to see them out at Massachusetts for the Ascend finals once we get there. But looks like they might be setting up some more course differences for our preteen male division. We have 9 people. 4 can only move on. 5 are going to be kicked out. This is going to be very, very tight.
The pressure's on.
Hyped to see where this can go. The pressure is indeed on.
Billy, I gotta say though, I think the finals being in Massachusetts, that's you know, in terms of flights from the UK to America, you're doing pretty well with only having to go to Massachusetts.
I know, right? It's like on the weird dangly bit at the top right. I'm a fan that it's there because it literally, from what I saw on the flights, it's just either Manchester to Ireland and then to Massachusetts, or just from Heathrow to Massachusetts. So it's possible that it could be a very easy one for the other internationals to go out to as well. We could see some more Brits. We might see some, well, it might not be as easy for Australians, but the French and any other Europeans that want to come out, then it might be quite easy for them as well, because in other finals locations like Washington for Life Force in season 2 of the Premier Series, we didn't have too much international representation, and if we did,
That's
it was
true.
quite minuscule. And for Motus, it was kind of there, but not entirely. So I'm hoping that we can match kind of the essence that season 1 had, because season 1 was in New York when we had the Ferox finals, and a lot of internationals came out to that, and by extension, just a lot of athletes in general from all over the country and the US alone. So it's definitely possible. Massachusetts being in the Northeast, a very popular spot for Ninja. But now moving into our preteen male division, going to be Max Cardinal starting things off. Now he's our only non-finisher in the challenge, in the placement course from earlier. So Max hoping to get a tiny bit of redemption here, coming out of Marietta, Georgia. He's been doing Ninja for 2 years. Height of 4'10", but only kind of 4'6". So hopefully that shorter reach doesn't hinder him on any of the obstacles. But let's see if he can not touch any of the blocks now.
We've seen a few crazy techniques on this obstacle right here, specifically with how you navigate this bar. You got to keep your feet up, and I think that getting them up on that bar is the key, but we've seen a couple people manage to get across without locking their legs up. He's only using one leg, but this switch over here is such an awkward movement, but he's got it.
That was very, very close up top there. Makes us very solid dismount. Max Cardinal. Move on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice stuff there on the turbo rolls. I have a feeling that they might have adjusted the sensitivity of them, and I really hope they haven't, because it was already hard enough. But Max Cardinal, 2 minutes and 35 seconds as he makes the jump down. Going to chalk up, ready for these bananas. He knows he might be hanging for quite a while on this one.
That is true. Let's see. He hasn't used any retries yet. He would love to keep that trend going. You know, he had an early slip on that placement course, which is why he's going first here. But when you have an opportunity at the challenge course, you can really prove yourself. And he's having a hard time getting that first banana out. But can he lock it in? Yes, one shot there.
Yeah, gets the second one out immediately and hooking it in. I'd almost suggest locking off possibly to get an easier release. But
Nice.
he's still nice. He's very accurate with the catcher's forefront, and he's still moving along through this course at a very solid pace.
On to cliffs, cliffs, cliffs. Let's see. Looks like no more red bar in the middle there. Just all ledges. Now he's going to reach up. And will he go for that last hold before the dismount? Yes, he's got... Oh, he slips off.
Ooh, just slipped off of that diagonal one. Let's see, 1 minute 30 as he takes the lean back.
Okay.
Almost there.
Nice.
Getting the jump off. Nice. Max Carnell setting a very good standard for our male division to be setting out here and to follow later on once more people come. So let's see. 1 minute, 10 seconds, chalking up, and he's on.
This looks a little bit different now.
What? Oh, no, they have to do a jump.
It's going to be a big jump right here.
Hang about. What are you doing? He's got a minute left. Can he get... Oh, that's so big.
That is a massive leap. And gravity is real if you didn't already know. So you have to basically go anti-gravity to get that bar all the way across. You're going to need to generate a ton of swing.
55 seconds left. This is a massive one. That bar doesn't look light either. So our athletes now are going to have to use all their might here to try and push the bar over into that cradle. It's such a big gap, mate. That's so tough. How is anyone going to do this? This is very scary for the prospect of the rest of this division.
Such a challenging jump there, but he was so clean throughout the rest of this. The only issues he really had were actually getting the bananas out of the hooks. He was great at hooking them and great at everything else up until that flying bar jump. Such a massive leap with, like you said, a pretty not light looking bar.
Okay. Eli Paul, second up, representing Jungle Gym down in Florida. Let's see how this is going to go. Eli coming out of Parish. Let's see if he can parish through all of these. That doesn't make any sense.
We don't want him to perish.
See. Yeah, we don't want him to perish. We want these obstacles to perish. There we go. So they disappear behind him. So Eli, we saved it eventually. That's good. Eli, 3 minutes and a half as he makes the dismount. Coming along through onto Don't Touch My Blocks. Not using any legs at the moment. Needs to engage his core a bit more if he wants to avoid them. Using his legs up on there.
Good job. He's making very short work of this obstacle. Ooh. And now he's on to the Elite Killer.
Yes,
he's getting
mate.
It. Oh, using
that very quick. He was kind of, using both pipes might be the play. If you're able to turn your hands outward and just kind of climb across, it's faster, I believe. Eli now.
Well, look at the precision. That was perfect from Eli. He's moving on to these cliffs. Let's see if he can get through it nice and quickly. He has been very fast up until this point.
2 minutes, 37 seconds, pushing through. This is very good. 53.5 seconds ahead of Max to this point. So I'm suspecting our preteen males are really going to be gunning for that top spot. 66 now. Hello.
All right, this is it. We saw Max attempt this massive flying bar leap, and he was not able to even reach the next layer. So let's see if Eli can generate a little bit more swing. Oh, yes, he can.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're seeing some progress already. This is brilliant from Eli Paul, getting the salmon ladder transition too. Oh my goodness, this is making me very excited. Here goes Eli. He's still got just under 2 minutes left for the rest of the obstacles here. Who knows what could happen?
He hasn't even used a retry yet. He has been perfect up until this point, and he's going to move on to the swoop talk. A lot of swing needed here. We did not see anyone in the female side of this division get through this obstacle. It is a massive jump, but Eli has been perfect up until this point. Can he stay perfect? Come on, Eli.
Here he goes. Needs to set himself up for that TikTok. Ooh, okay, hang on. Could it be possible to just catch the platform with your hands?
I mean, you would have to
avoid the floor.
You would have to really hold yourself up, because I think the height of our ninjas is more than the gap between the bottom and the floor. So I don't know.
You just have to tuck yourself in a lot. But regardless, Eli still has got 1 minute and 20 seconds left now.
You need a
one.
major backswing right as you're going down so that when it kicks up at the end, you're swinging yourself forward. Backswing, go forward. There you go.
Like that! Come on, Eli.
Look at that
Moving
swing.
through, already has a lot of momentum too. He's got 1 minute left for 2 more obstacles.
Come on, Eli. He's been great up until this point. No.
Ah! Okay, just unfortunately had the ring jammed on the hook when he was making the transition. So now, 58 seconds still. It's possible that we can be seeing some big things happen if he's able to move through the skyhooks at a good enough pace to get to the final obstacle.
No more retries for Eli. This is it. Can he get through the skyhooks? He's getting that swing. He goes, no! He's short, and Eli is out.
Couldn't get enough distance on that jump. Oh, man, that was really, that was such a good run. He flashed the bars.
He did.
He went through it, did everything perfectly. Those bananas were flawless as well. The tech on show here, have a look at that again.
That's awesome.
He got so much height. That was brilliant. And then the redemption he had on the TikTok as well.
Swing, and man, look at how high that thing swung. Wow. That's like what you dream of as a kid on the swing set.
Literally, I could go down to my local park right now and try that, and it just wouldn't have the same effect as we're seeing in North Carolina right now. But regardless, we're out here. Eli just put up an incredible run. We now know what the bar is to get into the Premier Series finals. At the very least, you have to get to that obstacle or more. Next up, though, is going to be Bryce coming out of the lab. Learn, adapt, build is going to be the motto of that gym. We've got Flip Rodriguez on the start line. Love to see it. Looking forward to another great weekend of competition. He's cheering on his teammates as well and making memories with the Ninja community. It's going to be huge for him out here. In addition to Ninja, he plays multiple sports, including baseball, tennis, flag football, and basketball. He loves singing and playing guitar, always up for a new challenge. He's also an accomplished runner with a personal best 5K time of 22:40. That's very fast. And I like the matching that we're seeing on the holds out here. Same time where not many people would have looked at that. And he's gained a second on everyone else because of it. Brilliant.
Fantastic so far. Jupiter, not the planet, but the city in Florida. And man, he might as well be on Jupiter. I don't know what the gravity is like on that planet, but if it's low, it matches Bryce. He's going to need a retry here on the Elite Killer. But we saw that a lot with the females. Let's see if he can cover.
Here goes Bryce.
Come on.
3 minutes and 10 seconds still. Light feet. Is he okay? He's okay. Okay, brilliant.
Shin might not be okay, but he stayed on there.
That was way too close for comfort, but Bryce still keeps moving onto the 5th obstacle now, which is picking fruits. Let's see how he fares. These types of burnout obstacles that we're seeing on our challenge course, not having a problem. He's kind of getting a very quick ejection from the back banana, which is very good to see. Very fast movements and straight into cliffs. Wow, you see that speed?
And even with the retry, he's still only 6 seconds behind the fastest pace right now. So he is flying, and he's actually ahead of the pace now.
Yes, mate. Okay, 2 seconds ahead of Eli. I didn't think we'd see a pace this fast at all.
Whoa!
In the preteen. Whoa! Okay, fella. Chill.
Might want to take...
He nearly had it.
Take a backswing there. You got the time.
To be fair, if he sets himself back far enough, he might have it. You could see one part of the bar was able to get in. Taking some deep breaths.
At an angle right here. I would like one shot to just straighten out a little bit. There you go. Come on.
Yes! The backswing paid off second time around.
Oh, and he goes right there.
Hey! Look at that linking on the double salmon ladder. And on through to the rest of the obstacles, but he's got no more retries. But he's 10 seconds ahead of Eli. So if he can flash the TikTok, I think he'll be in first.
That's right, but he's got to get the balance right here. That's such a tough challenge to stay balanced on all those beams. But Bryce makes it look easy. This is the one. We have seen a lot of struggles on this obstacle, but if Bryce can control his swing and get that momentum going the right way, he could earn the top spot. Come on.
Has a large
Yes!
spot. Hangs on. Lovely stuff. Okay, right off, getting some chalk. He's 20 seconds ahead of Eli. Straight in and links
Wow.
the door. Okay. I gotta chill.
Oh!
Straight in off and nearly had that second time, and that's it. And you could see
He
could have
knew
had
he
it.
had it. Oh.
He was on the rim of the hook. We were on the verge of greatness, but sadly, that's going to be it for Bryce. But we know it can be done. It absolutely can be done now.
No question.
He nearly had it on that hook. Oh, mate. Redemption time's going to go hard for him, I tell you.
I know. That was such an impressive run, and he recovered from everything perfectly. Nothing that took him down really phased him. He was able to stay focused. Look at that momentum he built up right there. So well done, well executed, and he wishes he could retry that one. He was so close, and he felt it. But still, regardless, Bryce just demolished this course. Now we're going to see if we can get a buzzer. Alfio Sharon is the next one up.
Now then, Alfio coming out of Manhasset, New York.
He likes McDonald's.
Says in his... I respect that heavily.
I mean, if you can be eating McDonald's and doing ninja and it works out for you, then props to you.
Whoa!
Wow.
I'm sorry, but he skipped the
He is
first holder.
skipping.
That was a very, very gutsy move there from Alfio there. But on his NinjaWorks, it says he's 12'6" and 12'1" in wingspan. That would
should be
be
an NBA
terrible on
player.
this obstacle in particular.
Well, he
My
might just be able to
goodness.
step across. I don't know. Oh, good
Lovely
control.
stuff on
Nice.
Turbo. Okay, right, Alfio coming along through nice jumps there. He's 5 seconds ahead of everyone else. We're seeing the pace increase with every run.
Great control right here. Oh, he misses that fourth ring right there. Okay, come on. Stay controlled. There we go. Good recovery. Now a big swing. He's going to skip the last one, and he pulls it off.
Okay, Alfio Sharon moving along through 2 minutes and 45 seconds as we're trying to see some links on these cliffs. Gets onto that trapeze. Seeing out those holds on the top of that bar there. 2 minutes and 35. Now in third.
I gotta say, being 12'6" and weighing 88 pounds would be a problem, but right now he is just destroying this. He tries to go for one shot on that flying bar. He tried to pull off what Bryce attempted to. It has not worked out yet. I really just think that with the angle you have to jump into that first bar, it makes it so much harder to keep that bar straight.
Okay, taking some time to chalk up, talk things out with his coach. Let's see how he fares. He went for the immediate link like we saw Bryce do earlier. So let's see if he's going to be wise on his retry. Take a backswing. It looks like he is, but he's going to set up immediately, go for that jump, and he gets it. Taking a backswing, going into the salmon jump and links that too.
All right, Alfio is on to the balanced maze. He still has one retry in the bank. Hopefully, he doesn't end up needing it. He still has 2 minutes left. He is 10 seconds ahead of Bryce's time right now.
1 minute and 55 seconds coming along in now. Gonna be a big one for him. He sets up very big delays.
Oh,
the backswing.
no.
Oh, no. Is he gonna go back to the platform? No, he has to go forward with it. Oh, man. Yeah, that slot is very tight if you want to just use your hands on the platform.
Yeah, I don't, I think you're going to need a lot of core strength to pull that one off. But right now, he's still got one more shot here on the swoop talk. I like that it's part of the obstacle that you have to reel it back up like a pirate on a ship hoisting the sails.
It is a bit of a time waster, though, in all fairness. If it was set up immediately, then it would be a bit
Nice
easier.
swing.
You might have had a bit of time left, and he's fine! Here he goes! In the same situation as we saw with Bryce now. He has no retries left coming into these sky hooks. Is he going to link
He tried to go
this
right into
preteen
that
male
first
division
swing
is
there.
causing drama.
No kidding. We are seeing kind of a bottleneck right there at the sky hooks. But so far, these people have been so impressive. I'm glad. I hope people learn on the gravity is real to just take that backswing. But right now, the swoop talk, our competitors are figuring that one out. But look at that. Just that hook on that first sky hook, it just goes up pretty high. So you have to really lift that ring up and out of there to make the first transition.
Okay.
Here's your boy.
Bentley Boyd. This is it. Right, from this point onward, we're going to be seeing people come into the Premier Series final slot. Bentley Boyd, a very fast athlete, knows what he has to do. He's performed in front of some of the world's best. He's demoed for the elite runners before. Let's see how he can fare. 3 minutes 45 on the clock. Already, yeah, I like the early backswing tech there, trying to save as many milliseconds as he can. But Bentley now, coming out of China Grove, North Carolina, is going to come on through. He's 5'1", both height and wingspan, 97 pounds, starting in 2020.
No! He's trying to go too fast here. I think he just needs to take his time and get those legs up. A lot of people are relying on that grip and core strength to get over this, but I'd rather see Bentley play it a little safer here. There we go. Great job. Good recovery.
Come on, Bentley. Yes! Gets over the rocks. That has lost him a bit of time, though, so hopefully you can make it up on turbo rolls. That's the cleanest we've seen all day.
Very much so.
You can see him now just monkeying his way through the rest of that obstacle.
Bentley.
2 minutes and 45 seconds coming into the picking fruits here. You can see him locking off on that backswing to try and get a bit more control over those bananas. This run isn't going what Bentley would want it to go like, but he's still calm, keeping himself composed throughout. 2 minutes and a half, goes immediately into these cliffs. He knows that he can save up a bit of time on these ones.
It is all about how you handle adversity, and right now Bentley has had a couple of slip-ups, but he is not phased. He is still working his way through the cliffs, and he is going to move on to Gravity is Real. Let's see if he is going to just send it, or if he's going to take the backswing here on this flying bar leap.
Here we go. Bentley Boyd has got a wide grip.
Very wide.
So he can get a lot of control on it. A massive backswing going up and over. No, he misses it.
He was swinging up there for a while. He didn't get the most momentum that he could have. Let's see if he can generate a little bit more swing to give himself that momentum to land that next jump. I think he can do it.
Just under 2 minutes now. This is going to be a big one for Bentley.
Come on.
Deep breath. He knows he has to do this. He's got no more retries left after this one. Can the bar be nice to Bentley Boyd? This is going to be a big one. Up and over. Yes! Come on, Bentley. Moving through. He's going to take an extra swing to be cautious. He has to be cautious.
Come on.
One backswing onto the salmon. Gets it. And the dismount. He's taking extra swings, but it's necessary to be safe on that obstacle.
Wow.
Okay.
Bentley is in the top 4 now as he goes through the balance maze and now the swoop talk. He is a little behind on time, but I'm not too worried about that, seeing as nobody has been able to get past these sky hooks yet. So that's got to be his focus right now. But first, swoop talk. Look at the swing. Oh,
no! No, Bentley! He's stuck in no man's land, but he goes straight to the beginning again. But he has 1 minute left for these 3 obstacles. He's a bit cautious of the strap.
That was a big
pulling it
save
all
right
the
there.
way up. Okay, I like it. I like the idea, but that has cost him a bit of time. Bentley Boyd going in. No! In 4th. You can see he nearly had it. He definitely wanted that one hole. Oh, man, I feel so bad for him.
He's in 4th right now, so he is on the bubble, but still Bentley, so strong, so talented, just had a couple of missteps along the way, and we'll see how his run holds up. But yeah, I mean, huge save right there on the swoop talk to even give himself a second chance with no retries. But now we are going to move on to Gideon Avery, which means that we have one person who has punched their ticket to the Premier Series finals.
Indeed, we have. That person is Bryce. He's done very, very well. He got to the skyhooks in the fastest amount of time at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. This is going to be a big one now. The final 3 competitors of our first day of competition out here at the Carolina Ninja Academy, with Gideon Avery coming out of Indian Trail, North Carolina. He's been training Ninja for the past 3.5 years. He's trained at Carolina Ninja Academy for a long time. He loves to challenge himself and try new obstacles. His longest Lachey is currently 13 feet 2. Brilliant stuff there. We can see he's looking forward to hitting some buzzers this week.
If he's Lacheying 13 feet, he wants to get a shot at Gravity is Real. That's going to be right up his alley. But right now, he's got to stay composed and stay with his legs high, and he does.
That one makes me so nervous. It's the tiniest move, and it can screw you up.
Wow.
But regardless, you can see Gideon not having a problem. Nice Gibbons through. He's so fast. 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field.
Now for picking a fruit. Let's see if he can stay accurate with these hooks. And look at that. It's kind of hard to get them out. And that just can throw off all your momentum. But Gideon, he's got one more.
Here we go.
Or he's going to go for the skip.
Again.
Yes.
Yes. Nice skip there. Still on a faster pace, but only by a couple of milliseconds now. He's going to try and keep it up consistently, which it looks like he's doing a very good job of it so far.
All right. Goes right for the dismount. Now he is on to Gravity is Real. This is where I want to see his Lachey prowess. Come on. He likes to link it. It's on his shirt. Let's see if he can display it for us. He's going to take an extra couple of swings here. Not going to rush it. And look at that.
Yes, mate. Coming along, Gideon Avery. No retries. He's getting the link on the salmon ladder. He's very serious about keeping his pace a long one, but he's tied for first. Second.
Wow.
Okay.
No retries yet. Onto the swoop talk and the fastest pace by 0.3 seconds that we've seen so far. So he is right on pace with Bryce. The question is, can he earn a shot at the skyhooks? Let's see it, Gideon.
My stomach is currently in knots at the minute from these preteen runs, giving me a lot of pressure.
Oh, big swing!
Massive swing!
Yes!
Come on! Gideon Avery getting onto the top there. And just like that, he's also in the Premier Series Finals with a lead of 3.4 seconds to the skyhooks. He's able to take a breather. He knows he's in. Oh, this is a big one, though.
Come on.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
You gotta earn it. Let's see what he can do. Nobody has been able to land the second transfer here. He's got the first. Can he get this big leap? He's swinging. He goes for it.
Big
yes!
Jump. Yes! Here he goes. Gideon needs to redirect himself to that platform. We've seen people come up on the platform, but not today. But now his arms, they've been screaming at him. But now it comes down to the massive ascent up to the heavens of Carolina Ninja Academy.
Gideon can see the buzzer, and this will be our first buzzer in this division for the challenge course. And Gideon hasn't done it. 3 minutes and 3 seconds. We have a full clear.
There we go. It's finally happened, guys. We made it through. 3 more runners left of the preteen division, and we have a clear finally on the challenge course. Brilliant stuff there. It seems like that's the precedent our athletes need to face, to be up against and match and be even better than if they want to get a higher place going into the Premier Series Finals.
Billy, was that no retries too?
Yeah, that was no... Oh, wow! That alone just makes me even more impressed.
All green across the board for Gideon Avery. And now, here we are on to Augustine Vega, Ackworth, Georgia. Just a couple of ninjas left, so we are seeing who is earning that top 4. We've got Gideon and Bryce locked in. The question is, who else will make the top 4?
Augustine out here. He got to celebrate his birthday at Worlds this year. It was his 4th Worlds, and he was excited to be out here. He wants to compete for the glory of God. He started Ninja in 2021. 14 times throughout the season. Coming out of Ackworth, Georgia, age 12. Trying his best to move on through at an efficient pace. He was our 2nd fastest finisher in the placement course from earlier. So let's see how it translates well into a longer and pumpier challenge course.
Thor will be happy. A lot of people have left his hammer alone. Been skipping that last one. Now look at him just keeping his legs up. The core strength, so impressive right there.
This is very impressive at the moment. Just over 3 minutes across the turbo rolls, immediately popping along through, utilizing only one side of the parallel bars with 3 minutes left. He's not the... Oh, yeah, well, he is the fastest to this point, actually. Never mind. Here he goes. Coming along into the bananas now. I'm picking fruit.
Ooh.
Oh, having a bit of trouble on those ones. Here he goes. One hold at a time.
Okay. You got to really think about the angle at which you hold the hook. It's nice when you can get it nice and straight on like that. Oh, big skip.
The platform. Okay. Now then, here he moves. Took a bit of time on those bananas, but he wants to make it up now on the next obstacle. Cliffs. Here he moves.
Wow, no issues right here for him. He is just making short work of that obstacle. Now, gravity is real. Let's see what technique he wants to adopt here on this massive jump.
This is going to be huge for him. Taking the backswing necessary. A large, big one at the back, but the left side just wasn't going in.
He still has one more shot at this obstacle. If he can pull that off, anything is possible. He is currently sitting in 6th place. The only way that he can crack the top 4 is by making it to the swoop talk if he's fast enough. If not, he's going to have to go even deeper. Or sorry, to beat the swoop talk.
Coach MJ coming along, trying to give him a bit more advice as he comes along into this flying bar move. Going to be a big one here for Augustin to get. One more attempt, and he just comes up short. That, unfortunately, is going to be it for him. The bar just wasn't able to move far enough forward. Oh, man, that was really, really close for him.
Yeah, he had a lot of good momentum and a big swing and so much speed moving up to that point. Great skip right here on picking fruit. He was very confident, but right here, you just need to really reach out there, and you can see he just was a couple inches away from landing that. And that will bring us on to our final preteen male. It's going to be Judah Bostic.
Last competitor of this first day of competition at Carolina Ninja Academy. Gonna belong to Judah Bostic. Here he goes. Was able to get the fastest time in the placement course when we thought it wasn't even possible. Are we gonna get that again? We've had one clear so far from Gideon, but now we have another opportunity to get an even faster time. We could see possibly a sub-minute or a sub-3 minute run on the time here. So let's see how he can fare. 3 minutes and 28 as he comes along into this spine.
All right, he's just going to hold his legs up. No, he's going to get him engaged, and he actually turns around early. I like that. That's going to make this descent a little bit easier for Judah. Look at how quickly he gets through that. Now, for these turbo rollers, he skips the fourth one.
Last what? Okay, Judah coming along. Oh, Judah even, sorry. Here he moves. Just over 3 minutes left as he makes his way onto the bananas. This is a big moment for him. There's been a big time waster for many with small hiccups like that. They could add up possibly if he wants a faster time, but still he just skips the final one and gets to the dismount. What?
Kind of a crazy swing right there. I thought he lost a little bit of his direction, but he recovered nicely. And right now on these cliffs, he is just breezing through the obstacle. Judah is going to get a shot. And gravity is real. This flying bar jump that we have seen cause a lot of issues. The question is, can he get the swing?
One obstacle standing in the way of the next platform.
Yes!
Gets to the top one. It looked like he wasn't able to make it, but with that, he's able to carry his momentum forward a bit more onto that salmon ladder transfer, which he gets expertly. And now he's moving on to the balance.
This is it. Okay. Looking good in control. No retries used yet. Judah, not the fastest to this point, but if he can get through this swoop talk, he will be knocking on the door of the top 4 for sure. The question is, can he do it? Yes!
Big job! Yes! Judah Bostic coming through now, 1 minute and 45 seconds. He's going to go for a head-on approach. Is he going to link it?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is! And is he going to go? Okay, he's going to redirect himself.
Come
Taking
on.
a couple swings, but it looks like one backswing's all he's going to need.
Oh,
and he's not going to get it first time.
He still has a retry, so he can still clear, but I think he needs to generate a little bit more swing next time. He just did not have the distance.
Judah, final runner of the day here. We could see another clear. He's still 10 seconds ahead of everyone else. This is big now. He's our fastest non-finisher, and he's qualified for the Premier Series Finals.
Yes!
And he wants that buzzer. He's got it this time. Here he goes. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Big backswing coming along. This is huge now.
Nice roll. Style points.
Still forward. Here he goes. 1 minute left. If he does this rope climb in 15 seconds, then he'll beat the course in under 3 minutes. Here he goes. He's climbing up it like a ladder. It's that easy for him. And Judah Bostic with the Carolina smash for the finish.
Under 3 minutes, he was racing through this course. Only took one retry. Skipped that fourth turbo roller. That was incredible. And he breezed through the bananas, skipping that last one like a lot of our ninjas have done. And look at this. I also thought he didn't make it, but he got just enough distance on that flying bar jump right here on the swoop talk. Very clean, landing on that pendulum so that he could just swing right off. And he needed a second try at the sky hooks, but he made the most of it and was able to reach the buzzer with the fastest time. You pointed out how clean he made that final rope look. The obstacle's called Are You Tired Yet? I think his answer was no.
That was utterly insane. Well done to Judah, Gideon, Bryce, and Alfio for getting the top 4 spots for the Premier Series Finals out here in North Carolina for the preteen male division. In the preteen female division, we had 4 people qualify as well, with Ace, Mia, Leela, and Carly being the 4 who were able to qualify. Absolutely incredible stuff there. Love to see it. Wow, Sam. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. One of my favorite preteen divisions I've ever seen.
I know, that was so much fun. Such great competition at every level. All of these ninjas were so inspiring to watch. So we really appreciate all their effort and all their dedication to the world of ninja. And man, yeah, let's take a look at our winners here. Just the amount of talent from everything from the placement course all the way through to the challenge course. Our ninjas were on it. They've been on it all day, and I am so glad that they were able to put on the show for us that they did.
That was utterly madness, mate. The speed that we saw in the placement courses, the popping through the laches, and the overall like power that we saw on the challenge course. These preteens are built different, man. I'm telling you, once these kids are able to go elite, our current world champions and people taking home world titles are going to be scared of these lot.
They're taking notes right now, trying to see what techniques they can adopt, what they can do to make themselves better. And that's what I love about this community. Everyone is so supportive of each other and always trying to improve each other. And these preteens were just on point all the way through. They never gave up. They kept pushing, whether they had injuries or not. And it was so much fun to watch. I am so impressed with what we've seen here today.
Me too. Absolutely incredible stuff from every single competitor. Ooh. We had a couple people wearing like boots and sleeves on their lower body, still able to run. That's the perseverance and dedication that I love to see out of our younger generation of ninjas out here. I'm so happy that it's resulted like this, and we get competitions like the one we've just seen out here at Carolina Ninja Academy. We have still a lot more to come, though, more buzzers to be hit, because tomorrow is still a full day of competition for our older divisions to be taking things on. We have got the teen division starting things out at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The amateurs will come on at 1 p.m. and then the elites at 4:30 p.m. Sam, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a while. How are we feeling moving into the rest of this weekend?
I got to say, shout out to the course designers here and to Carolina Ninja Academy, because they came up with a brilliant course here. The obstacles had a lot of variety. There was a lot of tech, a lot of grip, and a lot of balance involved. It was so cool to see the creativity behind these obstacles, and I think our ninjas loved it. They looked like they were having fun out there, but they were also getting pushed to their limits, and every single one of them gave it their best shot, and I loved watching every second of it, and I am very excited to see a little bit more action tomorrow.
Indeed, so I am as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining both me and Sam out here for the preteen division. We'll be back with you tomorrow with some more Carolina action.